Yo, what's good, everybody? It's Vic here. Um, Today is Friday, March 13th. Here with my recap. Before I start, I'ma just be 100. I ended up blowing my alpha accounts, so that makes it 10 evals I have blown this week. Absolutely terrible. Um, I have no words. I'm just disappointed in myself, and I take full accountability. I'm not gonna blame PA. I'm not gonna blame nothing. Like that shit was all me. Hold on, let me pull it up real quick. Let me pull up my alpha just to show y'all niggas. Like it feels like I've done this before. Like I've been through this before. This was like I did shit like this when I first started trading. Like I shouldn't still be doing fill. Like I'm just churning through cheese. So it's like now I think um I'm gonna talk about that later. Let me talk through the recap, like how I trolled. So today, initial trade was absolutely beautiful. Let me break this down real quick. And it's like, I'm not gonna lie, I might only start taking Judas swings or like the opening moves. And if I don't get it, like I always tell myself I'm gonna do certain things, but it's like I can't do it. Like I'm not gonna lie, I just can't do it on eval. I'm going to. I don't. Okay, I'm gonna talk about this after, but and I also gotta work on a lot, bro. Like the when it's good, but when it's bad, it's bad. And let me break this down. Coming into market open, we were sitting on top of two 1 hour bullish gaps, this one and this one. Then also above, we also were sitting below a 1 hour unfilled gap. So we were sitting below an unfilled gap to the downside and an unfilled gap to the upside. So what I wanted to see coming into market open is I wanted to see market either manipulate into one of those and reject the other way. Um, so coming into market open, initially we ripped up higher, um, failed to go continue higher, failed to continue higher time after time again. We end up um, rejecting, tapping this 1 hour gap. Um, we continue level repeatedly lows. I'm pretty sure there's an SMT as well, but that's not what I got enough of. At this point during the live candle, I end up front running it, get an average price around here. I feel like I do a really good job of seeing the Judas swings. Like to me, this was another obvious Judas swing, and I loved it. So I front ran it, stops body close. And what I'm trolling on and what I'm doing so bad on is I understand I see the Judas, but I don't trust my draws, or I would like I do a very bad job of that because I pulled around here, which was ended up being a 1-to-1, but in reality I know I can at least get these swing highs, and I know the like off this reaction I know I can at least get to this 1 hour gap. Like this 1 hour gap was my main draw. I loved the 1 hour gap, and I told myself before, I was like, if we do get a Judas swing, I will target this 1 hour gap because it's so obvious. And off a reaction like this, like we should just shoot straight up, right? And as long as I go break even at one of these internal highs, that should be good. But time after time again, I fail to do that every single time. I trail my stop super aggressive at the 1-to-1, but it's like I know that that's not where market really wants to go, right? Like why not hold and get my, like, you feel me? I'm leaving so much stuff off the table, and because of that, on the at the time on the alpha accounts, this made me 1K, right? So I was down, so now I was at 2K buffer. Yeah, I had 2K drawdown left, and I was down 1K on the account, right? We tapped this 1 hour gap. We create a 5 minutes what was it? We retrace, yeah. We create a 5 minute gap. We retrace into this 5 minute gap, right? Retrace into this 5 minute gap, and we get a 2 minute IFEG. Standard continuation, but in reality, it's like, why would I want to take a trade like this after we've already met this 1 hour objective, right? Why would I want to long from here? Like, just logically, it does, like, though mechanically it's a good trade, just logically I don't think it's the best trade now that or like I understood that, but I was just pressing, and on this trade I risk the full drawdown amount. Just poor. I mean, I've taken this trade before, and maybe if we hadn't hit a 1 hour gap already, then maybe this would have been a good trade. I mean, we did have higher draws. Was it a 4 hour? No, I think it was a 15-minute Yeah, targeting this 15-minute intermediate high. Not the best trade, if I'm being completely honest. I've taken shit like this before, but in terms of like what market wants to do and the objective it just completed, it's like there's that, like these draws aren't strong enough to support this long, right? Boom, blew my account on these, making it 10 accounts on this week. Absolutely rinsing through evals. Let me pull it out real quick, see where we're at. Absolutely rinsing through evals, terrible. We're at $2,168 on the month with no payouts. I mean, again, like we did say last time, I've withdrawn 1,700 profit from the live account. So I guess you can say 3,000 or for this month at least, 2,100 minus 1,700, whatever that is, I guess. But that don't make me feel good. Like that does nothing for me. So it is what it is. Ended up taking. I wanted shorts really bad at here, 15-minute gap tap into a 2 minute. I think it was a 2 minute IFEG, but the IFEG was too. Yeah, like we inverse. I think Patty took this. Yeah, I think that's what Patty took. I think he still took it with this inverse 82-point stop. But it inverts like my jaws for at least these lows. I mean, at this point we had an hourly low on below us, but man, I've just been shitty, bro. I've been pressing, I've been forcing, I've been like the multiple, like I should have been past at least three of those accounts, but like me, I'm taking trades in Asia. Like, what is that? Like, though it's like on one hand I know I could trade it, but it's like, why even do that? Why even, you feel me? Just shit that's completely on me, and I simply just got to do better. Now the next course of action, Lucid had 50% off, so we got two of those. Ended up taking another trade. I'm not going. It was like a 30 point. It was a 30-second IFEG to the downside. Made a quick 500. Yeah, I'm just gonna really trade these regular. I have to go to 50K. Like I'm basically forced to go to 50K because, again, like it saves money. Like it saves a lot of money in the long run, I guess. I just have to be smarter and risk accordingly. 2K draw or 2K max loss limit on these accounts. 2K max loss limit. Where yeah, 2K max loss limit. I need to make 2,500. Hopefully we can, like, again, I don't even think I'm gonna rush these, but I will go 1,000. I think I'm gonna risk 1,000 per trade on these accounts. If I blow it, I blow it. Fuck it. But yeah, like I'm a slow grind these essentially, but man, it's just brutal, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little down, but I gotta go. I gotta really do some reflection this week. Really do some reflection this week. Yeah, hopefully, again, hopefully I can pass these by sometime next week. Let me look at a March calendar. I don't even know if I'm focused on getting paid this month. Like I don't even know if that opportunity is still. What are we? We're at March 13th, so we're right here. Whole another week, so boom, boom, boom. Could pass. So let's say I take this whole week to pass, which again I hope not. But then we have 7 more trading days, so it is possible. We'll see. But then it's like these accounts max payout is 2K, so I gotta run these out to a 4K balance. 50% consistency. Yeah. I just I gotta be better, bro. I'm disappointed in myself. I'm gonna take accountability on that. Let me show y'all Discord. I went 2 for 9 this week, 3 break-even trades, 10 blown evals this week, 5 CPI, simply because I hate wasting my time on evals. I'm only hurting myself trying to churn through evals. LMAO, I have no words. Another terrible week. I put everything on myself. I know there's no need to rush, but yeah, I constantly do it. I subconsciously put a lot of pressure on myself, trying to hurt myself instead of simply just submitting to my process. I found myself reverting to old habits that I know don't allow me to be um, constantly profitable. I'm not taking that 6K payout 2 weeks ago has constantly been in the back of my head. And if I'm being honest, is the main reason I've been pressing. I do need to do a lot of reflection this weekend and really sit with my thoughts and how I'm feeling. My future is dependent on my current actions. And over the last 2 weeks, I've been doing a poor job of remembering that. Seeing my two brothers in this journey with me has given me a lot of motivation and is reminding me that there's no rush. God will take us where we need to go when we need to go there. Even though I'm struggling right now, I simply have to remember Romans 5:3-4. Not only so, but we also glory in our sufferings because we know that sufferings produces perseverance, character, and character hope. Nothing good comes easy. Why not us? Yeah, that's really all I got for today. I'm trading like prime. What's that nigga name? 1 second, y'all. What's his name, bro? Is it um? Fudge, I forgot that nigga name. I'm trading like Josiah Kim, bro. Anyways, that's all I got for y'all. Been 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 super shitty. Man, it's tough, but it is what it is. Y'all have a blessed day. We still finna be rich. We finna make it. Why not us? Vic out, man.